Hi guys, I haven't filmed in a really long time, but today I wanted to film my May favorites, and I will talk about this in a separate video, but just to touch base. I haven't filmed in a long time because I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I will talk about that and make a separate video. That way you're aware of what's going on and all that stuff. So let's get to it. We're actually doing May favorites today. And some of these are probably gonna have stuff from April because, like I said, I haven't filmed in like forever. Let's get started with makeup first. So first of all, this stuff right here is pretty damn amazing. I heard everybody talk about it on YouTube and they were really happy with it and that it's full coverage, and I have to say it's full coverage for sure. I only put one coat on, and I use my Beauty Blender, which if you use your Beauty Blender, usually since it contains moisture, it'll lighten the coverage. I don't feel that it does that with this, but that's the only thing I've ever used. So even if that is medium coverage, it does pretty damn good. It was on the pricey side, but I do say that it's worth it. I haven't found any foundation that's ever close enough to my skin tone. I feel like it's really hard to find it when you have a really yellowy tone, which I do, in case you were wondering. I don't like to look really tan. I know that sounds really weird, but I don't like to look as tan as everybody else. I like to look as pale as possible for my skin tone, and I had first gone to MAC, and I got the full coverage foundation. I don't remember what it's called, but I did not like it at all. The smell was really strong. The way that it applied was really sticky. It didn't set well. It just wasn't good for my skin, and I think partially, I'm sorry, something weird is going on with my lip. I think partially the reason that it didn't set well with my skin is because I have dry skin. And when I initially talked to the person at MAC, they said that it was okay for dry skin, but I wasn't happy with it, so I returned it within like 2 or 3 days. But I found this one as a substitute, and this is the one that I truly wanted, but I didn't find one. I didn't find it at Sephora. I went to MAC, and then I was just like, you know what, let me go to Nordstrom. So I found this one. It retails for $37, so it probably comes out to like $38 and change. It is really, really worth it. I won't lie to you. It's amazing. I'll probably buy it again in the future. I still use it every day, which I probably should find a substitute for in some sort of way, but I haven't, because it's just so damn good. But let's move on. We've talked about this. It's amazing. My MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Now, I hated the foundation, but the concealer is really good. I will only use this on days where I really feel like I'm going out and I'm going to be doing something all day. If not, I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fit Me, but this stuff is amazing. It applies so much. A little goes a long way, and I kid you not, I mean that. This was about $22 if I'm not mistaken, but it's worth it, and if you've never tried it before, I would totally say to go out and buy it, because this was my first time and I fell in love with it right away. And I am in the color NC30. I know that the lady did say she went a shade darker because it's fuller coverage. It looks fine to me. I can't tell the difference, but originally I'm NC25, in case you were wondering. This stuff is amazing. I've already hit pan. As you can tell, it's the NYX Finishing Powder HD Definition, and this is in the shade Banana. And hopefully the light is doing justice, but I've totally hit pan already. But the color does come off yellow, and I use this to set my under eyes. And even though it does have a yellow tone base, I don't find it as dark as the Ben Nye Banana Powder, and I can show you that right now. While everybody said that they love this, I did not. I'm going to keep using it because it was like 20 bucks, so I'm not going to be wasteful. But this was about $9, and this works a hell of a lot better. And if you're ever thinking about buying this, try this first, because you'll end up liking this one. Well, at least I did. And my eyeliner right now, my favorite one, is going to be the Jordana Fabuliner, and this is in the color black. This is literally like $2. It stays all day, and it's really great. That's all I have to say. You can only find this at Walgreens, so I haven't found it anywhere else. Next is my Milani powder blush, and this is in the color Romantic Rose. I think I bought this, I want to say like a month or two ago, and I just really liked it because it was just really cute, and of course girls like cute packaging, and so that's what I went for. And it just looks like a rose. It's smashed down now because it's gotten some love, but it's really cute and I like it and it's adorable and it works good. Now this is my baby that I've gotten within, I think I've had this for about a month and a half, and this is from the BH Cosmetics line, and this is the 120 color palette eyeshadow edition in the 5th edition. Now this one does have, it's a little dirty, I'm sorry. This one is kind of thick. It contains 2 layers. This palette is basically based upon neutrals. However, it does have a ton of pink shades, which I thought was really weird, seeing as how everything is so warm and neutral. And then they just kind of added the like pinks inside, and I'll show you what I mean. So first layer is going to be like these lighter shades here, like the beiges, golds, and bronzes colors. And then over here it gets like the smokies, purples, and then all of a sudden just like this random section of pink. I am a neutrals person or a warm tone person, so I don't ever see myself using the pink eyeshadows, which is really weird, but it is kind of like a weird thing in this palette, but I guess to each his own. Second layer is going to be the highlighter shades, I'm assuming, because there's like 50, it seems like there's 50 different colors here, let's be honest. They all look really similar, which is like a white beige color. So this top one up here is peach, and this is like a beige color. I'm not going to sit here and explain to why all of these are different colors, but you can tell. They all look beige, beigey white. I can't say anything other than that. Then once again we go in with the purples and the pinks, and then it goes to neutral colors again. I got this palette initially because I love neutral colors, and I work all the time and I can't exactly have pops of colors on my face, and I don't usually feel comfortable in pops of color, to be honest. So this is the reason that I actually got this palette, because it offered so many different shades, and I guess the pinks would be good for summer, so I'll somehow work that in. But it was I believe $14.95, and it was in March. I got this in March, and it was in the March Madness sale, but if you go back, I think it only goes up to like $5 or $6, so it is a good steal. Like I said, 120 color eyeshadows, they're pretty good. Pigment, the lighter shades are so-so, but I do love this palette just because it's so versatile. Next are the brushes that I got along with the palette, and these are the, I forget exactly what they're called. I think it's called the Sculpting and Contouring Set, and basically each of the brushes are different in their own. These are really similar to some Sigma sets and Sigma brushes. This is basically going to be an angled contour brush. It's nice and fluffy. It's really soft. I've already washed it. I've used this for about a month already, so I do know that they are good quality. I don't know why I'm so shaky, because I've done this forever before, but anyways, they're super soft. They wash really well. The color comes out really well. There's no stains or anything like that. If you do see some, it's only because I used it. This one I use for powder, right there. And then this one is an angled brush. It's an angled flat top kabuki brush. This one is the flat top kabuki brush, and I do like this one for applying powder as well, just like the other one, or foundation, because this one does work good for foundation. They are really similar. These two are really similar. The only difference is one is angled, but I like this one better. That's just me. And then this one. This is the one that I originally bought the set for. I only show you 5 here, but there's actually 10 total brushes. The brushes that come along with these 5 that I've already showed you are in the miniature versions of these, all exactly the same thing. This one is basically just it looks like a contour brush. I don't use it for that at all. I tried it, I didn't like it. I use this to set my under eye powder, and I like to use the baking method on my eyes, and I find that it works really well. I love this brush so much. If you look at it right now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's totally letting like out a ton of powder. But I love this brush, and if you've never gotten it before, I think the set retails for $20.95 or $21.95, but it's completely worth it. Half of the price of what Sigma brushes cost, if not more. So if you're ever interested in that and you don't want to pay the price of Sigma, I would suggest to get these. My last item, I didn't have very much because I have a haul that I'm coming up with, and these are the stuff that I've used a ton over the past one or 2 months, I would say, but it's going to be this baby, and this one is used. I literally got this probably, I want to say like a month ago. I don't normally use body wash that much, not this kind anyway. This is the Body Wash and Foam Bath by Bath & Body Works, and this is the aromatherapy in the eucalyptus spearmint. And I only got this because me and Fernando were sick both at the same time, and somehow I got healed faster than he did, or I got over my sickness faster than he did. But while he was still sick, I thought maybe having some kind of mintiness or something will help the runniness of his nose, or maybe help him in some way. If he took a hot shower and he had this in there, it would help him like clear the stuffiness, which it did. It worked for me too, and I love using this when I get out of the gym because it just feels really nice. It literally, it doesn't, I wouldn't say it gets rid of your stresses, but it makes you feel so much better. It calms you down and it puts me to sleep. So if you guys haven't tried this, I bought this at a sale for $6, so if you can get that again at the sale, that would be perfect, but if not, it's $13. But I got it for $6, so that was half off pretty much. So I would say go and get it and check it out. If not, try the lavender chamomile. That's also one of my other favorites. Like, I seriously love it. It's so good. I don't know why I didn't buy it. It's really weird. But I love this one, and this is what it looks like. Alright guys, so I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed my May favorites. I know it wasn't a ton getting to the roll of things, and so that's why, like, when I talk it's really weird now because it feels different when I talk to the screen now. Anyways, I will talk to you guys in another video, and I will see you soon.